everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then hi, my name is Caitlin. Welcome. And today we're going to be doing it. We're going to be talking about makeup I regret buying. As a project planning and kind of use what you own content creator, I think it's really important to look back on purchases that maybe didn't spark the most joy, that maybe were impulse purchases, and just kind of talk about them, the reasons why I regret buying them, because you know what, sometimes it just doesn't hit. Makeup doesn't hit. Even if it does hit at the start, maybe a few years later, it's just a little bit There are multiple reasons for each of these products, which I will obviously get into further on in the video. But just before we do jump into it, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many bright, fun, colourful makeup looks here on this channel. I did film this makeup look, you guys. I've been sat here for about half an hour just like looking at this look. I love it so much. I feel like I fit in with my background. I feel like a little witch, swamp witch person. I'm loving it in the best way possible. I'm embracing fall and autumn. So if you wanted to see me do this makeup look, I will link it in the cards. It was my random colour generator makeup look. I don't know what I'm going to title that video yet because I've just filmed it. But I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. And I knew I had to film another video today with this makeup look. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, that's that video. This is this video. So I'm going to just jump straight into it. So I'm literally going to turn around here. Okay. And look at all these. The same. Look at my lip liners. Most of them are the same. Let me get them out. What is this? Colourpop. What is this? Colourpop. What is this? Colourpop. What is this? Colourpop. Okay, Colourpop. What is this? Colourpop Vaults. Colourpop Vaults. There you go. So Colourpop like to do this thing where they throw in about 50 lip products or eye products into a big vault and then they sell it at a discounted price. And when I was first getting into makeup and seeing makeup content creators, everyone would talk about Colourpop and that was the brand. It still kind of is, but it is so expensive to get here in the UK. Obviously, the prices of the products themselves aren't that expensive, but then you've got to pay for shipping and customs as well. It really adds up. So I was like, you know what? Go big or go home. I waited for an international free shipping day on Colourpop and I bought so many things because everyone was talking about them. Honestly, every single influencer I've seen on this platform has spoken about Colourpop, praised Colourpop, dragged Colourpop, and I just wanted to know what the deal was. So I bought so many products that I'm not gonna wear. Like, I'm just not. I actually had a package stolen in my old apartment, which was about £100 worth of Colourpop, and it had so many palettes. It had the pink palette. You guys know I don't wear pink. I don't wear pink. I don't like pink eyeshadow, but I bought that pink palette. I think somewhere the gods were like, you do not need this package, so we're gonna steal it. I bought the mint palette. Never worn mints in my life, but I bought that one. Like a massive hoard of palettes and things that I'm never going to wear. I have like a black lip liner in there. It's so dark brown, it's like black. When am I going to wear that? When am I going to wear that? I had like bright pink neon lipsticks in that vault. I'm never going to wear that. I have bright pink eyeliners. I'm never going to wear them. Colourpop vaults get you. They suck you in this big, amazing deal. And yeah, I do kind of regret not just buying what I wanted and instead buying the whole collection because I had to have them all. You know, it's one of them. I do definitely regret that. Just a little bit. So next are these P. Louise coloured bases. Now, I'm not too mad at myself for this because I did buy these on Black Friday. I think they were like £3 each. So really not that out of pocket with these. But I have learned that I don't use them because I would rather cut my crease with just a skin colour and then put eyeshadow on top These do crease on me quite a lot. I do have hooded eyes. If I rest my lids, you can see that my liner is not even at all, but you can also see that my crease is quite low down. So these do crease on me at the best of times, but as I said, when I did this look today, I could have used this bright blue. It would have made the same effect, but I would rather just put eyeshadow on top. I'm a shimmer eyeshadow girl. Maybe if I was like a matte eyeshadow girl, I would want to use these more. But even as bases, I just don't use them. I would rather use powder eyeshadow. I'm not a cream person at all. I need to learn this about myself. I don't use cream products, and that's okay. That's okay. There was a trend like maybe a year ago, and still kind of to this day, that people love cream makeup, and I definitely jumped on that trend wanting to love cream products because everyone was talking about them and I wanted to talk about them as well, but I just don't, and that's okay. That's okay, but I do kind of regret these because they do go unloved in my collection. I have to put them in projects to even use them, and it's a shame. Especially this yellow. Oh my god, this yellow is not pigmented at all. These two pack a punch. Like when I use these, I'm like, whoa, that's pigmented. This is just naff, really, as well, and that doesn't really help, does it? Not really. Next is this bad boy. This is my NARS High Profile Cheek Palette. So I actually asked for this for Christmas, and I've always wanted a NARS palette. There was a thing about a NARS palette. All the influencers had one. I wanted one, and the one that I wanted was the NARS Exposed palette because it just had better packaging. It looked so beautiful, but I thought, you know what? That one's been discontinued. I'm never, ever gonna get that palette, so I might as well get the next best thing. This was the holiday palette at the time, and then look what came on Reliked. Uh-oh. If you guys are kind of looking for discontinued makeup, like I just bought this from Reliked. I never thought I'd get this in my life because this has been discontinued, but if you guys are looking for like harder to get makeup, definitely go on Reliked, or actually don't, because that's where I go and I actually want all of it to myself, so either or. But I had asked for this for Christmas, and my mum had already bought me this, and then my dream NARS palette came on sale, and like let me show you side to side. So we all know that NARS has a really fun habit of releasing the same palette over and over again. The only difference with these palettes is this one, the highlight is slightly lighter, and this one, the peach blush is in the middle, not on the end. That is the only difference. So obviously I have used this one more because this is the one I lusted after for years and never thought I would get. And this one has not been touched because it's the same thing. It's the same product. It really is. It's exactly the same with different packaging. Like NARS, I know I am not the first one to say this, and I'm not going to be the last one to say this, but NARS, please, please do something different with your face palettes. Please, anything different at all, please. Because now I have two of the same palette. Next, I want to talk about Becca. Oh dearie me, this was definitely a buy into the hype kind of thing. So obviously we all know that Becca has gone out of business and everyone was crying. Everyone was putting their black dresses on, ready to go to the funeral, and I had actually never tried Becca before. So I couldn't really join the mourning because I didn't really know what I was missing. All I knew is that Becca highlights were the best highlights in the world, and the world was going to be deprived of this amazing highlight formula because Becca was going out of business. I saw this in TK Maxx and I was like, oh my god, Becca, I'm never going to be able to buy this again, and I want to know the hype. And this is the shade Moonstone, and it is just not good. I don't know if, like, I don't know what happened, but, like, it's fine. It's kind of chalky, really. It's not great. I don't know what the hype was with Becca. I really don't know, because this is not the absolute amazing shimmery beaming highlight that everyone was talking about. Maybe Moonstone just happens to be a bit of a naff highlight. I don't know, but I really regret this because I definitely bought this thinking that I was going to have this just out of body experience when I put this on my cheeks, and I just didn't. The hype was not real for this, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of Becca stans out there. Please don't cancel me for that. I don't see the hype. I'm sorry. Okay, next I want to talk about this. I still have this in my collection. I'm waiting for my end of year declutter to get rid of this. This is the W7 Mardi Gras palette, and this is what it looks like. At first glance, you might think, oh, that's very colourful, you'll really like that. But if you remember, I don't wear pink, so half of this palette is redundant, and then half of it is super warm tone reds. Don't really wear them. So the only shades that I wear are these two end rows. And honestly, like, why did I buy this? I know why I bought this. It's a dupe of the Love Tahiti palette from Be Perfect. I really love my Carnival XL Pro, which made me up Missa, held me at gunpoint to buy, you know. And she did a dupe video with the original Love Tahiti palette and this palette, and she just sold me on it, really. It was on sale. It was like £13. But honestly, the quality isn't there, really. I did try and use this one more time, like off camera, and I really liked this at the start. I really did like this at the start, but I think it's because I've slowly started using more high-end makeup that I kind of realized that this maybe wasn't all it cracked up to be. I think it's really good as like a beginner palette. I think it's really, really good if you just want to play around with makeup. If you use these shades as well, even better. Who'd have thought buying a palette that is half pink wouldn't be for me? Wouldn't have guessed that. I just think like some of these shades are really like dense shimmers, and I've noticed a lot of drugstore brands do that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's not nice. There are some really beautiful shades, like this shade, Tuscan Sun. I can't really credit this palette for the colour story, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, stop buying palettes that I know I won't use. A half pink palette, Revolutionary, I'm not going to use it at all. Another eyeshadow palette is the Revolution Night and Day palette. This palette is going to make me so dark, so I'm just going to... It's this palette. There you go, you've seen it. I was panning the e.l.f. Truffles palette at the time that I bought this, which has 1, 2, 3, 4 of these shades, all of the mattes it had, so I couldn't really use it anyway because I was working so hard on finishing the e.l.f. Truffles palette. I bought it because it looked pretty, and that's it. The quality isn't really there. This end shade is awful. I did swatch that shade in a swatching all my duochromes video, and it was laughably bad. Honestly, compared to all my other duochromes, it is comically awful. So yeah, I bought this on impulse. It wasn't that expensive, thankfully. But that was definitely an impulse purchase that I do regret. Next, I think I was too harsh on this, to be honest, when I was writing this list. This is the Soft Glam palette. Now, this is my makeup style. I really love this makeup style. I love being creative. I love being crazy with my makeup. This is not that, as you can see. It's very neutral. It's very safe. I don't know if I regret this. Technically, this was a gift, so like, I can't really regret it anyway. I don't think I do regret this. I think I was a little bit harsh. Like, I do like this. This does have a place in my collection. However, I just don't use it. I think that was more my brain, you know, I just don't use it. I do love this kind of thing. Maybe for like a day out or a weekend away or a holiday, something like that, I will pack this. I don't know, I was being a bit ruthless when I wrote this list, so I'll put this back. Mwah, love you. Sorry. Okay, finally. This is not me being ruthless. I stand by this. I was actually heartbroken by this. This broke my trust. This is Colourpop Mint For You, okay? It's a Super Shock shadow. Beautiful. Look at the colour. It is exactly my style. I love it. I love the colour. Okay, I should say that. I had really, really good experiences with every single Super Shock shadow that I had tried. And so I thought that this was gonna be a super pigmented, super glittery, high shine, like Ritz in a Super Shock shadow, or like I Heart This in a Super Shock shadow. They are Super Shock shadows, Caitlin, what am I talking about? But you know what I mean, like similar to Ritz, similar to Ice Dream, similar to I Heart This. It's awful. It is so bad. On the finger, it looks great. Oh my god, if this swatches really well, I'm gonna cry. No, it didn't. Look at that. What is that? What is that? This is the sheerest. Let me try and build it up. Like, I'm building. Let's do another layer, right? I'm building. Let's do another layer. All right, ready? I'm building. That's 3 layers. And it's still naff. Let me give you some context, okay? This is my Lethal palette. Let's swatch. Let's do this shade next to it. This is a similar shade. Let's just do one swipe. Boom. This is what I'm talking about. What is this? What is this? I expect this from, like, I don't know. I don't expect this from anyone. This is so sad because I had such good experiences with Super Shock shadows and I was expecting at least this. This is 3 layers. I'm not happy. Not happy. Not happy at all. So yeah, I regret buying this because, like, fair dues to myself, I didn't know. Maybe I should have seen some reviews or whatever, but you know what? I'm really upset about this to this day. Livid. Okay, that is it. Now I'm in such a happy mood talking about all this wasted money. Let me know what your most regretted makeup product is. Regretted. Is that a word? I think so. A makeup product you regret buying. Just let me know. Because I always find it really, really interesting. I always find it really fascinating. And as you guys know, I'm very nosy. So just let me know. Let a girl know. I hope you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I hope you have an absolutely incredible day and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye!